Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 2 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cat's clan generator game. When we left off in the previous episode, we met a lightless cat with one of our patrols who was a little bit confused about, going around in circles in the deep, dark caves under the mountain. And our cats offered to show him the exit, offered to guide him past the Crystal River to the outside world. However, descriptions of the outside world, like, the light and the rain, freaked him out a little bit, and he decided that he was going to stay in the tunnels. So there was that. I mean, in the future, if we come across any lightless cats, then obviously we're going to help guide them to and from the exit. But for now, we gave them a little bit of an introduction, and we kind of said that if they change their mind, if they want to see the outside worlds, then keep an eye out for one of our patrols. And if we come into contact with them, if there's a case where, one of the outsiders, the lightless clans, joins our clan, then they'll only be here temporarily while we show them to the exit. So, okay, we had that going on, and I think there were a few instances of some of our cats actually dislocating some joints. And then I think Elias got sick again. What a surprise. What a surprise. And we also had an interesting, where was it? Actually, yeah, I think that was it. Some of our cats recovered from grief. So they came out of grief. I think we had Gracepipe and we had Fig Scratch come out of grief, and they were able to go out on patrols with us, which was really nice to see. So this time around, let's continue and see what our cats get up to. I think this is going to be the final moon. Yeah, because our little kittens are going to turn 5 moons old. It is going to be the final moon. They're with us as itty bitty ones before they become apprentices. So okay, without further ado guys, let's dive into events and see what we get done. Okay. Luminous Clan has no deputy. What? Why? Luminous Clan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick/hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. With a heightened focus of the clan, 18 additional pieces of prey were gathered. At the gathering, Whimsy Clan's leader discusses a problem with a dog near their border. Dark Pounce is quick to volunteer Luminous Clan's warriors as reinforcements, should the need arise. Okay. So, Whimsy Clan relations improved. Let's go and praise Lie Clan just a little bit, and oh my goodness. Time has taken its toll, and Dark Pounce has noticed herself slowing down. She has worked tirelessly for many moons, but it is time for her to retire. Okay guys, so it seems as though Dark Pounce has decided that she is going to retire, which means, all these ideas we had about, how it's going to be like if she becomes leader, because she is related to a lot of the clan and she has a lot of experience. Well, I think Dark Pounce doesn't really want that for herself anymore, and she is actually stepping down. And I'm pretty sure some of the cats also were feeling as though Dark Pounce would become a very good leader when the time comes, but Dark Pounce has other ideas, and to be honest, I feel like that's fair. Even though she's had the role of deputy, she has pretty much been acting as leader this whole time, so I think, she deserves some rest, really. And that means that we are going to have some changes to our political ranks, which I'll be fixing. Right now, we'll have to see. Right now, it seems as though Slumberroach has stepped up, but yeah, we're gonna have some changes to our political ranks. Okay, Alona waits on the border for a patrol, and finding one led by Fig Scratch asks to join the clan. Alona decides to take on a more clan-like name and is now called Greymount. Okay, so again, I was talking earlier about how the lightless cats, like if, an outsider comes and joins the clan, that's pretty much just going to be a temporary thing where we are helping to guide them to the exit, to and from the exit. So it seems as though we found one of those lightless cats over here, Greymount, and we are going to be helping to guide him to the exit. So where is Greymount? Where are you? Where are you? Greymount? Oh, Greymount. Okay, so we have Greymount with us, guys, and we are going to help guide Greymount. We're not exiling him, we're guiding him to the exit, okay? Okay, nice. Let's see. Buttercup Dusk no longer has a white cough. Okay, that is good to note. Oh! Wait, what? Falcon Russell was found dead and cold in the snow? How? Why? I don't even think she had like a sickness or an injury or anything. She was healthy. I'm pretty confident. I think she went out on patrol last time. Oh my goodness, guys. Falcon Russell was found dead. Oh, I don't even know how to process this. We might get an inkling as to what happened if we look at relationships and try and piece together her final moments, but oh my goodness. I feel so terrible. Guys, that means Buttercup Dusk is the only surviving cat in his litter. Like a couple moons ago, his sister, Night Ember, died. Now Falcon Russell died, his other sister, and he's the last one remaining. Yellow Cough has taken Pale Kit's life. Oh my goodness, we just lost a kitten to Yellow Cough. 2 deaths. 2 deaths. Oh no, the past moon, Falcon Russell, and Pale Kit have taken their place in Star Clan. Luminous Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss where they had been in their lives. Moments of their lives are shared in stories around the circle of mourners, as those that were closest to them take them to their final resting place. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have had a lot of deaths recently. That is wild. Okay, so we lost Pale Kit. We lost the kitten with the emerald eyes. Oh no, we lost the kitten. We lost the pretty kitten with the blue jay feathers and the emerald eyes. Oh my goodness. And yeah, Buttercup Dusk, guys, he's the only cat remaining in his litter. The only cat. Oh, I feel so bad for him. I feel so terrible for him. Wow, life has been very rough on our, like, newer cats. I feel like, I mean, Plumestripe had it kind of rough, but, like, Crocus Fate, you know what? Liastar's children. Liastar's children have really lucked out. Like, he only had 3 kittens, and all 3 of them survived to adulthood, and all 3 of them are fine. They've had, like, near experiences. Like, if you think about it, Reed Daisy was on a patrol with Plumestripe where they came across that big dog, and she got like a torn pelt, but it wasn't life-threatening. Fig Scratch was in the patrol where everyone except him died, and I don't think Crocus Fade has been in like as terrifying a situation, but all his children have somehow lucked out of these death-defying experiences. But then the other litters, they're the ones who have been struggling. Oh, that's terrible. That is terrible. Okay. But that does mean, because we have like 2 spaces over here, we have below our like clan cap, I think Liastar is definitely going to be looking to make another pairing, or he's going to allow another pair of cats to have a litter. He's going to permit a litter over here. Okay, so we need to try and piece together. I mean, I guess with Pale Kit, it makes sense with the Yellow Cough, but we're going to try and piece together what Falcon Russell and Pale Kit were up to before they died. See if we can get an inkling. But let's check the Medicine Cat then. Okay, Slowfleck has a dislocated joints, and Bubbling Gale has a claw wound. Bubbling Gale was given Goldenrod as treatments for claw wound. Liastar was given Elder Leaves as treatment for sprain. Slowfleck was given Daisy as treatment for dislocated joint. Buttercup Dusk was given Melon as treatment for white cough. Buttercup Dusk no longer has white cough. Rosemary was used for Falcon Russell's body. Jeez. Pale Kit was given Lungwort as treatment for yellow cough. Yellow cough has taken Pale Kit's life. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what kind of happened beforehand. Buttercup Dusk sends a clanmate to help Bubbling Gale with something he's struggling with. Bubbling Gale was sarcastic to Plumraven at an inappropriate time. Bubbling Gale and Plumraven snuck out of camp together. Buttercup Dusk motivated Dark Pounce to get out of her nest this morning. Also, it's nice. Wait, no. Yeah. Bubbling Gale, okay, was sarcastic to Plumraven. So these mates are interacting. I keep forgetting their mates, but yeah, they're interacting over here, and that wasn't such a good event. But then they kind of snuck out of camp together to probably like make up for the argument that they had. So that's kind of interesting. Their relationship seems to be going good after the birth of their kittens. So there is that. But they just lost a kitten, so that would be kind of rough. Dark Pounds and Crocus Fate chat about clan news. Lystar settles down next to Dark Pounds to listen to her stories. Lystar and Rowan Kid apologize to each other at the same time. Slumberroach remembers seeing something nice that Fig Scratch did. Slumberroach knows that the advice Crocus Fate gave him will be helpful. Greyswipe and Ratfur debate about something interesting. Though they disagree, they stay amicable. Yep, these two, they have a really good relationship. They were mentor and apprentice, and then became mentors. They've been through rough stuff. But they, continuously learn from each other. Okay, guys. Greyswipe and Pale Kit take turns in a small patch of sunlight. So we have an inkling of what Pale Kit was doing before she passed away from her sickness. She was taking turns in a patch of sunlight with Greyswipe. Bubbling Gale sends a clanmate to help Slowfleck with something he's struggling with. Slowfleck thinks Fig Scratch is being thoughtful of others. Plumestripe pretends not to see Reed Daisy cough up a hairball. Plumestripe learns about a terrible mistake Stone Kit did. Plumraven values Dark Pounce's insights on life. Oh, we have something here. Ratfur and Falcon Russell debate about something interesting, though they disagree, they stay amicable. Okay, so Falcon Russell was then chatting with Ratfur about something. Since Ratfur had this exact interaction with Greyswipe, I imagine it had something to do with mentoring. Maybe Ratfur went, or the experience, the scary patrol that happened. Maybe they were trying to kind of decode that and learn from it so that in the future, if something like this happens, they know how to maybe act. And so Ratfur was probably wanting to discuss that with Falcon Russell because the cat that died, the mentor that died, Night Ember, was Falcon Russell's youngest sister. So maybe Ratfur is wondering whether Falcon Russell will have some insight about the way Night Ember might have approached that situation, or how she would have fended off the rogues and what might have gone wrong. Okay, so they were discussing that with each other. Ratfur gave a gift to Reed Daisy, but she turns up her nose at the offering. Crocus Fate is telling Bubbling Gale something interesting about another clan. Though Fig Scratch has been unhappy with Slowfleck, Fig Scratch helps him with something. Fig Scratch sees Greymound arrive in the clan and he offers to show her around. Okay, Greymound, who came temporarily while we were kind of showing her to the exit. Crocus Fate asks Greymound if she could use some help getting introduced to the other clan members. So she obviously stayed around and hung around a bit. Reed Daisy offers Greymound some tips for building a new nest. Slowfleck says something very sincere and comforting to Reed Daisy. Buttercup Dusk is asking Plumraven interesting questions. Buttercup Dusk, Fig Scratch, and Slumberroach took a sunbath and had a little small talk. Falcon Russell and Pale Kit strive to be like one another. Okay, so after their interactions with the other cats, so Pale Kit with Greyswipe and then Ratfur with Falcon Russell, these two kind of had an interaction with each other or a conversation with each other. Maybe they hung out together. Maybe Pale Kit, who was kind of struggling with yellow cough, was in the medicine cat den, and Falcon Russell decided to go in and check on the little kitten. And she felt as though the little kitten was trying her very best to, get through the sickness that she was having, and she really admired that. And Pale Kid probably admired how healthy Falcon Russell was, and she just really wanted to be healthy, like Falcon Russell. Stone Kid thinks Cloud Kid is a very good listener. Burrow Kid sees a glimmer of determination in Rowan Kid's eyes. Reed Daisy gets a bug off of Rowan Kid's pelt and takes it out of camp. Shadow Kid confuses Cloud Kid in a conversation. And Shadow Kid notices how Plumestripe is being helpful around camp. Okay, so I kind of feel as though, since this was the last interaction that happened between Falcon Russell and Pale Kid, I'm wondering if Falcon Russell maybe remembered a spot out in the territory where some ingredients that could potentially help Pale Kid were growing. And so she thought that she might be able to go and grab those ingredients and increase the chance of Pale Kid surviving the yellow cough. But she went out into the cold snow. Pale Kid died while she was away, unfortunately. and Falcon Russell didn't end up getting what she was hoping for. And because she was on her own, maybe she underestimated. Yeah, she was on her own. She underestimated the task and the weather and the cold, and she ended up dying from that. Oh, which is so unfortunate, but I think that's probably what might have happened. I think Falcon Russell was trying to get some herbs for Pale Kit, gather some things for Pale Kit, and the timing was just wrong for the both of them. Pale Kit couldn't survive, like Falcon Russell wouldn't have come back in time, and Falcon Russell was like out on her own, and she ended up dying from probably the cold and the weather. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was terrible. Well, guys, did we set, I think we did, Praise Lai Clan, okay, good. Right, I'm gonna cut the recording here. We're gonna jump back into the cat list, see the changes, first in the political ranks, and then which couple is going to be permitted to have a new litter as well. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, let us take a look at what is happening in the cat list. So first of all, we have had some, shifts to our political ranks. So Slopefleck has been promoted from Medicine Cat to Deputy now. Slumberroach has been promoted back to Medicine Cat from Mediator. And Bubbling Gale has rejoined politics as a mediator. But because pretty much the entirety of our political ranks are down and out because of various reasons, Slumberroach, the Medicine Cat, is having to step up as leader right now and do like all the leadership deputies because Liastar has a sprain, Slopefleck has a dislocated joint, and Bubbling Gale has a claw wound. So literally Slumberroach is stepping up to take care of everything, which is very, very interesting and a very unique situation for him. Even a few moons ago, I don't think he would have thought of this because, he just out of nowhere lost all his children and he was deeply in grief. But now he's come out of it and he is stepping up and helping to lead the clan the best way he knows. So there is that. He's going to get some very, very useful, I think, experience over here. That aside, we do have, like I said, space in the clan for more kittens, which means Liastar, even though he is injured with his sprain and really can't do anything, he has decided to permit another pair of cats to have kittens. And the cats that he has decided to give this chance to is Plumestripe. And I'm a little bit worried about Plumestripe, not gonna lie. But Plumestripe... Oh, and just out of curiosity, yes, we are worried. I was gonna say, are we worried? No, yes, we are worried about Plumestripe. Now, Plumestripe, I'm pretty sure, if we look at the prophetic bloodlines, just out of curiosity, Plumestripe, I think, has the first prophetic bloodline, and then I think Buttercup Dusk, like his litter, had the first and third prophetic bloodline, because Buttercup Dusk's mother was Plumestripe's sister, and Slopefleck was Buttercup Dusk's, or is his father. But obviously all of Buttercup Dusk's siblings have died except for him, and there's no guarantee he's going to survive, to be honest. So we've got that. Plum Raven, Ratfur, and their sister Midnight Spot. She had a second prophetic bloodline. Crocus Fade, Fig Scratch, and Reed Daisy have no prophetic bloodline. They're just like absolutely normal cats. And then Stone Kit, Burrow Kit, Rowan Kit, Cloud Kit, and Shadow Kit, they have second prophetic bloodline through Plum Raven, their mother. Right. But this means, guys, that we are currently scarce, very scarce, on third prophetic bloodline, and we are scarce on our first prophetic bloodline. So Liastar has decided that he wants Plumestripe to breed and have the next litter with one of the she-cats, and Plumestripe, he has, like I said, only the first prophetic bloodline, because he is the son of the first prophet, our previous leader. So, okay. And the she-cat that he is going to be paired with is Ratfur. So Ratfur, yes, is going to be paired up with Plumestripe, and it looks as though they are compatible with each other. We have a lonesome warrior and an adventurous female, and Plumestripe has not had any romantic connections with anyone. I actually don't know if Ratfur has. I feel like she's had a crush or something with someone, but we'll have to check up on that. I don't know how this is going to go. I really hope, Plumestripe recently became friends with Reed Daisy. You know, that was his first ever friend, which was exciting. But I really hope that he is able to have like a really good relationship with Ratfur, and maybe they can have a little family. That would be very cute. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, their children, because they both have prophetic bloodlines, their children are going to have a double prophetic bloodline. So they'll have a double prophetic bloodline from the first and second prophet, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go. It is official between the two of them. And because they're both young, I assume they're going to have a big litter. So, okay, I want to quickly check. I want to mediate. Oh, wait, no, but our mediator is down. Okay, our mediator is down and out, but I just want to check to see the relationship between the two of them. So, how do they feel about each other? Okay, so they haven't really been close to one another before this point, but I'm kind of curious to see where this is going to go. They don't seem to have too much of a problem with one another. I think Ratfur is probably more open to this pairing or this relationship than Plumestripe is, because he's got that little bit of dislike. I think that's probably because Plumestripe, if anything, because he's so like lonesome, right? He's always sticking to himself, and it's very hard to get close to him. I think Plumestripe perhaps would have preferred if the clan leader had paired him up with Reed Daisy, because he's friends with Reed Daisy and he knows her. And I think maybe there's a little bit of resistance from that point of view. But Ratfur, you know, she really has no problem with Plumestripe. He is a fine male, a fine specimen. And he sticks to himself, so I feel like that would make Ratfur curious. It would kind of intrigue her adventurous self, because she likes to discover the unknown, and Plumestripe is very unknown to her. So that's kind of exciting on that end. Now, I wanted to check Ratfur. Hold on a second. Actually, I want to check Plumestripe. I don't think you have any sort of romance with anyone else. Yeah, he's never ever had a romantic connection with anyone. And then I wanted to see Ratfur. Ratfur, have you had a romantic... She had a bit of a romantic connection with Crocusfade. Okay, I remember something about this. She and Crocusfade were kind of beginning to notice each other and be interested in each other. And this was before Buttercup Dusk became a warrior. But then as soon as Buttercup Dusk became a warrior, Crocusfade was like blown away by how beautiful he was, and she completely switched tracks, and she ended up going for for Buttercup Dusk, and they became a couple. And then ever since then, Ratfur hasn't really paid attention to anyone. She's been focused on mentoring her apprentices. So I think this would be a good match. I'm excited to see where this might go. Okay, so that is what we have going on. I have to make sure that I toggle the allow kits so that they, fingers crossed, give me some kittens. So okay, we have that going between the two of them. And just quickly checking the history over here. Yes, prophetic bloodline from the first prophet, and then Ratfur has a prophetic bloodline from the second prophet. So I was right. And so their children are going to have a double prophetic bloodline, just like Buttercup Dusk. And yeah, there's going to be a continuation of that. But I think the clan is seriously feeling as though we have an extreme scarcity of our first and second prophetic bloodline. It's like those bloodlines are in danger. Our first, not second bloodline, because these kids, they have the second bloodline, but I think we're in danger of losing our first and third bloodline. That's right, our first and third bloodline. So, Nectarok, his bloodline is being strengthened through Ratfur, which is great for him, and then obviously all of Plumraven's children. But I think Slopefleck is gonna start freaking out. Like, what are the chances? I mean, I don't know at what point Buttercup Dusk is gonna breed or be able to breed. But Buttercup Dusk is, and Slopefleck can't have any more kittens, guys. He can't have any more kids. So Buttercup Dusk is literally the last cat with the third prophetic bloodline. And if he doesn't breed, the third prophetic bloodline, Slopefleck's bloodline, dies with him. Which is very sad. Which is very sad. Wait, no, he has from the first and second? That was wrong. That's not right. That's not right. Because Slopefleck is the third. Okay, I'm sorry. This needs to be third. This is written wrong. Third. There we go. Yeah, because Slopefleck is his father. It's the third. Oh my goodness. Where are your siblings, actually? Give me your siblings, because that means I made a mistake with how I noted them down. You are correct. Midnight Spot is correct. Night Ember, Falcon Russell, Rainpour. You guys, I messed up. This needs to be a third. Okay, there we go. Yeah, jeez. So, basically, the third prophetic bloodline is in immense trouble and could very well die out. Thankfully, with the Luminous Clan, I mean, it doesn't matter which prophetic bloodline's lost, as long as we have, even if we have like a single prophetic bloodline, as long as we have a single cat that has prophetic bloodline, Luminous Clan is not going to die out. But if we run out of like prophetic cats, then we start dying out. But it's kind of fascinating, it's kind of curious how, and in case you're wondering, like this Mistar was our first prophet, and Nectarok was our second prophet. And our third prophet, Slopefleck, is still alive. But after, they die out, it's just their bloodlines that are going to be continuing. But Buttercup Dusk is like the final remnant of Slopefleck's line. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was very fascinating for me. But okay, all that aside, let us go ahead and see what our cats are up to today. Liastar is strutting around confidently. Slopefleck still needs Falcon Russell even though they're gone. Oh my goodness, Slopefleck. And I don't remember who his favorite child was. I mean, obviously Buttercup Dusk over here, but I don't remember. No, I do remember. It was Falcon Russell, that's right. No, because I remember Falcon Russell being favored by both her parents. I remember that note about her. So, that's so sad. His favorite child died. And so he feels like he needs her even though she's gone. Ugh. Slumberroach is letting the kids play with his tail. Bubbling Gale insists that Pale Kit isn't gone. Oh. Yeah, I mean, this kid of his is very, very young. Very, very young. Just a moon short of becoming an apprentice, and he lost her, and he's taking it very hard. Ay. Grayswipe had a nice chat with Alona outside clan territory. Probably one of the lightless cats. Plumestripe is sparring with some clanmates. Plumraven is busying herself with too much work to forget about Pale Kit's death. Oh, Plumraven. I mean, she knows she has to keep going because she has 5 other kittens that are relying on her to be present for them. Ratfur can't stop coming to tears each time Falcon Russell is mentioned. Oh my goodness. Because that's the other thing, she spoke to Falcon Russell. She was the second last one of the last cats to interact with Falcon Russell before she died, and Ratfur probably can't stop thinking about that conversation. Crocus Fade is feeling sassy today. Fig Scratch takes pride in how well run his patrols are. Reed Daisy wants to go on patrol. Buttercup Dusk will never forget Falcon Russell. His lost sibling to die. Oh, Buttercup Dusk. Dog Pounce is telling stories about when she was young. Stone Kit is getting a badger ride from Reed Daisy, that's adorable. Burrow Kit is batting pebbles across the camp clearing. Rowan Kit can't stand this cold. Cloud Kit wants to guard the nursery. Shadow Kit wants to help others. Oh, these youngsters. Okay, well that's all we have for the cat list. I'm gonna cut the recording here and we'll continue with patrols. Okay, it is time for us to go on patrols. We currently have 171 prey, we need 35.5. And Slumber Roach is the medicine cat. Slumber Roach is our one and only medicine cat right now. So let's send him out, and then we'll have a patrol of 6 and 2. Okay, Slumber Roach pads along, mouth open slightly as he scents for any traces of herbs. Oh, he can smell some raspberries nearby, but it seems that they're just over the border. Proceed. He pads over to the border and hesitates only momentarily before crossing. He quickly gathers some of the berries, making sure to leave plenty for Clan's medicine cat if they need some too. Relations with Clan have improved. A raspberry was gathered, so that's really good. And now let's see what our deputy, who is out, has decided for patrols. Obviously, Slopeflare can't be here, but he would have still decided patrols, or assigned them. So we have Reed Daisy, Crocus Fade, Plume Stripe, Grey Swipe, Plum Raven, and Buttercup Dusk assigned to the first patrol. Seems as though the mates have been split up. The new mates have been split up. And, I mean, Crocus Fade and Buttercup Dusk are together, but, you know, Plume Stripe has been split up from his mate Ratfur. Okay, let's go on patrol. On their way to mark the far corners of their mountain, Reed Daisy starts telling a story of their ancestors to keep every cat entertained. Proceed. It's a fantastic idea, making the patrol fly by as cats chat and laugh with their clanmates, and everyone ends the day feeling much closer to each other. Okay, and then we have Fig Scratch and Ratfur going out. So let's see how they go. The patrol comes across a bird that's occupied scratching at the ground for insects. Proceed. The patrol narrowly misses the bird. A very small amount of prey is brought to camp. Okay, so thankfully it wasn't anything too scary, too drastic, especially after, you know, the deaths that we've had. Although those deaths, it was hard. It wasn't very, like, they weren't violent deaths. They kind of just happened. They were unfortunate timings, you know, things that happened as a result of unfortunate timing. But okay, we have 177 prey now, which is really good. Our kitty cats, our camp, our clan has shrunk just a little bit. And I am very excited for our kittens to become apprentices, but I'm also very nervous now that I know that entire patrols of kittens can just die like that. But okay guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.